Hi, welcome to Surviving Motherhood. So I was recently talking with a friend of mine who has moved. She's starting kind of a new path. She's going to school in another state, and we were talking, and she's been really kind of discouraged, uncertain of whether this is where God would have her. But when she was here, she was uncertain too, and just unsettled. And we're talking about that, and she told me that she met with a new friend for lunch that day, and this friend questioned her and suggested that perhaps the problem was that she wasn't fully trusting God. And I thought that is so profound. And we talked about that further, and it made me think, if we are not fully trusting in God, if we are not secure in our relationship with Him, then we're probably going to be looking for security other places. For my friend, it kind of seems like it's the job or the career path or where I live or what do I do, and none of these things was settling her, and she kind of agreed, yeah, I think I need to be working on my relationship with God. Because I really believe when we are secure in Him, then everything else is going to be, it's going to fall into place. And I thought it was rather timely that just after we had this conversation, I happened, and I don't ever believe in anything just happening. God is always behind it. So God had me read Psalm 62. Starting in verse 5, it says, "Find rest, O my soul, in God alone. My hope comes from Him. Not from my career path, not from my home, not from my relationships. It comes from Him. He alone is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will not be shaken. My salvation and my honor depend on God. He is my mighty rock, my refuge. Trust in Him at all times, O people. Pour out your hearts to Him, for God is our refuge." And that's what it comes down to. It's Him alone. He is our rock, our refuge, our fortress. We will not be shaken when we are trusting in Him. We will not be fully secure in our job, in our relationships, in our career path, in our whatever. Nothing will hold us securely like a sure relationship with Him. So, if you're feeling a little bumpy today, if you're feeling insecure, if you're questioning, am I at the right place? Am I doing the right thing? I want to ask you to ask a different question. How is your relationship with God Almighty? He wants to be your rock and your refuge. And if you will trust Him with all things, that's exactly what He'll do. Now go have a wonderful, Jesus-full day.